This segment of Labatt Buffalo Main Event is brought to you by
O Restaurant and Lounge, 3047 Sheridan Drive in Amherst. It's not just a place to eat, it's something to do.
Welcome back to Labatt Buffalo Main Event. Bob Gaughan along with Brad Ryder. It is now time for the O Restaurant and Lounge email segment. Go to our website, buffalomainevent.com, send us an email, and you could win a $25 gift certificate to O Restaurant and Lounge if we use it on the air. Brad, the first email comes from Chad in Buffalo, and it is watching the Bills game yesterday against the Philadelphia Eagles. They were talking about this could be Donovan McNabb's last game in Philly. Do you think it might be a possibility that the Bills get Donovan McNabb?
I'll drive to the airport. I'll pick him up. I would love to see it. I want a quarterback who can throw the ball. And I like Trent Edwards as a prospect 3 years from now, and I think development is a big deal. I don't want to be 7-9 every year, Bob. I want to play the game in the league to try to compete. And no, I don't think they're catching New England next year, and I don't think they're catching Indianapolis next year. You can be as good as Jacksonville if you can play the game, and you need a quarterback to play the game. And Donovan McNabb would be just perfect here.
But he would be if he stays on the field. And one of the problems with Donovan McNabb has been that he has been very injury prone. So I think for the money that he is going to ask for, I think it might be better not to go get a guy like Donovan McNabb. Trent Edwards, I know you don't like him.
I want to like him, Bob.
But the way I want to stick up for him is this. First of all, we talked about the offensive play calling, which has just been horrible. We talk about the fact that they do struggle scoring in the red zone, but that's because they don't have a tall receiver. They don't really have a tight end.
That's right.
So if you give Trent Edwards another receiver and you give him a tight end, I mean, there's a chance.
Are we going to do all of these things? Are all of these things going to happen?
Between free agency and the draft, I think those
and an
two
offensive
things.
coordinator. You're going to get an offensive coordinator that you like, and a tight end, and a big receiver that is worth something.
Well, I think that you're definitely going to get the personnel guys. Do I think that you're going to get a new offensive coordinator? Do I think they're going to go out and get a Mike Martz who looks like he's going to get fired in Detroit? No. I think they're going to promote Turk Schonert, and let's just hope Turk Schonert had nothing to do. Advice to Turk Schonert, when you're in the interview, say you had nothing to do with this offense.
I never even met him. I don't know. Fairchild. Steve, what?
What? I wasn't even.
Never heard of him.
I was just here rotating messages back and forth.
All right, email number 2 comes from Chris in Clarence. He asks, the Winter Classic, is this an historic event or one out of 82 hockey games?
Oh, I think it's a historic event. I think this is going to be something that you're going to be talking about 20 years from now. I think it's something that I hope would come back time from time with the NHL once every 7 years. This is how important I think this event is for the NHL. I think it's such a success, 73,000 people, that I think that they're going to do this on a yearly basis, and I think it's going to be something that fans are going to talk about. I was at the first one, because I think there will be more to come. So I think fans will say, I was at the first Ice Bowl Classic, back when they played the Penguins. No. Don't you agree?
No, I do. I've actually, talking to friends this week, a couple of things. Have you thought yet about what Let's Go Buffalo sounds like when chanted by 73,000 people? Because it doesn't happen at Bills games. It's a Sabres game thing.
Right.
Have you thought yet about what a fight looks like in front of 73,000 people on ice in the winter while it's snowing in Buffalo? There are going to be some things to like about this game. I'm not going because I just think it's going to look so much better on television. I think it's going to be a fantastic TV event, and to be honest, I don't care if America takes notice. I think Buffalo is going to love it. And what it's going to do for the NHL long term, probably not a ton, but it's going to look great for me to watch this game on television.
Well, thank you for your emails. Remember, go to our website, buffalomainevent.com, and
it's
click
the best
on the
website in the world.
Click on the O Restaurant and Lounge email segment. It is great.
I know.
Coming up next, it's Kevin Sylvester from the Buffalo Sabres on Labatt Buffalo Main Event.
Whenever I get an opportunity to speak to a group of seniors, the first thing that I like to talk about is planning ahead. Whenever we have a conversation, I hear things like, well, I want to stay in my home forever. And that is wonderful. It's a great plan. It's a nice vision to have, and it's quite frankly probably possible. But there's always the possibility that it may not be. If you don't take an active role in planning now, you may not have the opportunity to participate when the time comes.
Bristol Home in Bristol Village. Assisted living where family matters.